are really serious to get 7+ band scores in IELTS reading, just follow this reading, full reading, how I am solving reading passages. And while I am also looking for the location of the question, you can pause the screen and do it yourself and then match it, the answers with me, as well as the style of how I am doing it. And you can develop your own style. Let's do this reading. That reading name is Money as the Unit of Account. So this reading was reported on 26 July 2025 IELTS exam in India, according to some students report in comment section as well as in WhatsApp. So that's why I have selected, and I am not claiming that this was the exact reading with exact questions. No, nobody can claim it actually. So without wasting time, let's start this reading. Money as the unit of account. What I am doing it, I am trying to understand the meaning of this reading passage. Now I will not read anything from the paragraph, from the passage. Straight away I will try to look at the questions, what they have given. First type of question I can see here, that is list of heading. Okay, now next type of question here I can see, okay, so these are the options they have given, A to I, and we have to select for these 4 questions. So it's kind of a complete matching each statement with the options kind of thing. And next 4 questions, again I think same kind of question. So options they have given A, B, C, and we have to select for these 5-6 questions. Okay, and this reading I have already solved it in my previous video. Now here I will try to solve full reading. At least 2 types of question I will be trying to solve it. Let's start with list of heading. Yes, here many students will ask me why you are doing list of headings first. In fact, only for 4 paragraphs, why you are wasting time for finding these list of heading? Because when I will be reading all the paragraphs, so I will come across, I will understand the main motive of the paragraph. Some important words I will remember in my mind, that when we will be doing second type of questions, like here I can see oil word. If something relating oil word will be there in A, B or C paragraph, then I will remember, yes, gold they were talking in C paragraph, oil they were talking in A paragraph. Then we can easily reach to the location of the second type of question. So that's a time saving actually. And this will also satisfy those students, those who can't do questions before reading full paragraph. So I would suggest don't read full passage first. In fact, come to the question statements and take the targets and then try to find the location. And if somewhere you find it like it is difficult, you can leave that question. Okay. Now, how to do list of heading, that's more important. You should adopt your own strategy. As I already explained in many videos, there are 2 methods you can adopt for list of heading. Either you read all the headings within 30-40 seconds and understand its meaning along with 1 or 2 keywords, and then read one by one paragraph and try to match the headings. Second method, first you read the paragraph, you make your own headings, 1 or 2 heading for each paragraph, then come to headings, then you can match it. Okay, but I follow, first I will read all the headings, then I will go to these paragraphs. Let's read it. Now here, okay, note is also there. Try to understand, try to read the instructions. You can pause the screen. The reading passage has 4 sections. Choose the most suitable heading for each section. List of headings below. Write the appropriate numbers in boxes 14 to 7 on your answer sheet. Note, there are more headings than sections, so you will not use all of them. This is understood. So first is the price of gold. So gold they are talking, and about gold it is price. The notion of money and its expression. Okay, the notion of money, like they are talking about money kind of thing and its expression, how we can express it into money. The rise of problematic modern currency. Okay, problematic word is important and modern is also, you will not get the exact word in the paragraph. Instead of modern you can get another word. Instead of problematic you can get negative words for currencies and all. Okay, Stable money compared to modern fiat. Okay, this is also important word. I don't think so they can change. Modern fiat currency, fiat or flat? Currencies. Okay, some comparison will be there in any paragraph between stable money and modern fiat or flat currencies. The effects of inflation means when prices are going up and down, like this kind of thing you can say, and its effect, the interrelationship of prices. So here interrelationship of prices, interrelationship, of course, prices. Stability of modern currency. So modern currency here also, and stability they are talking. Okay, now I have read all the headings. Now one by one we will read paragraphs. Now let's read this A number paragraph. Now we are doing list of headings. Okay, so first we will read 2 3 sentences. Sentences here means from where, like here it is starting and it is finishing at this full stop. That is one sentence. The most difficult aspect of money to understand is its function as a unit of account. In linear measurement, we find the definition of a yard, meter easy to accept. In former times, means old times, these lengths were defined in terms of fine into brass rods maintained in standard laboratories to constant temperatures. Money, now money word is here, however, is much more difficult to define. So notion here means, I think they are talking about definition of money kind of thing. Okay, so whatever they have said in this paragraph, definitely where however word is there, meaning changed for this paragraph. Okay, money however is much more difficult to define because the value of anything is ultimately in the mind of observer, and such values will change with time and circumstances. Sir Isaac. Okay, so here they are talking about money, but and its expression. Sir New York, Master as of the Royal, defined the pound sterling in this as 113 grains of pure gold. This took Britain of silver gold, defining the unit of account. So I think they are talking about money and its expression, how they can change it. But last sentence also we should read it. Um Okay, let's read it here. By the end of 19th century, the gold standard had spread around most of the trading world, with the result that there was a single world money. It was called by different names in different countries, but all those supposedly different currencies were rigid, interconnected through a particular definition in terms of quantity of something is there. Okay, so here they are talking about in past tense, in present, and almost everything they are talking about past tense in 1700 something and all. So they are talking about the notion of money and its expression. So through these sterling pounds they are talking. So we will select second number option. I have cut it for section number A. Second number I am writing it. Now coming to B number paragraph. Now B number paragraph, let's read. In economic life, the prices of different commodities and services are always changing with respect to each other. If the potato crop, okay, for example, is ruined by frost or flood, then the price of potatoes will go up. The consequences of that particular price increase will be complex, and because of the high price of potatoes, prices of other things will decline as demand for them declines. Okay. Similarly, the argument that Middle East crisis following the Iraqi annexation of Kuwait would, because of increased prices, have led to sustained general inflation is, although with sound money, money whose purchasing power does not decline over time. Okay, now this is sound money that does not decline over time, that is stable money. Stable money they were talking in fourth paragraph and seventh paragraph, stability of modern currency. Okay, okay. A sudden price will shock in any one commodity will not lead to general price increase but to changes in relative prices throughout the economy. As oil prices increases, other, yes, here comparison is there, that I can understood from there. As oil increases, other goods services will drop the prices, and oil substitutes will rise in price as the consequences of oil price increase work there. Okay, so what I have understood, they are comparing something. Okay. But after reading initially sentence I couldn't understand what we can get it from these lines. That's why I have read full, almost full paragraph, but some part is also left. So here, according to this paragraph, they are that is sure that they are talking about stable money, but where they are compared with modern fiat currency, and if any other is matching price of gold, rise of problematic modern currency, effects of inflation, interrelationship of prices, stability of modern currency, interrelationship of prices. Okay, will rise. The use of gold as the unit of account during the days of the gold standard mean that price of all commodities and services would swing up and down with the reference to the price of gold, which was fixed. Okay. If gold supplies diminished, they did when the gold rushes in California were finishing, when new gold rushes followed in South Africa. Okay, so I can leave it. Notion of money, rise of effects of inflation, interrelationship of prices, either this or this. Seventh, stability of modern currency, it is not there. Okay, let's leave it. I'm confused with this paragraph, that's why I'm leaving it. Let's go to C number paragraph. Yes, if you ask me, I think they are talking about the interrelationship of prices. Stable money, they have given definition, I understand, but there is no comparison between modern fiat currencies. So here in first sentence, if you just notice it, if the potato crop, for example, is ruined by frost or flood, then the price of potatoes will go up. The consequences of that particular price increase will be complex and unpredictable. Because of higher price of potatoes, prices of other things will decline. So that is, I think, interrelationship of prices they are talking. So I will mark it now. Now confusion is removed. Okay. So earlier they were in first sentences, they were talking about interrelationship of prices. Now coming to C number paragraph. Let's move to C number paragraph. The end of the gold standard began with the introduction of the Woods Agreement in 1946. This fixed the value of all world currencies relative to the US dollar, which in turn was fixed to a specific value of gold. However, in 1971, the US government finally refused to exchange US dollars for gold, and other countries soon followed. Governments printed as much as paper or coinage as they wanted, and the more that was printed, the less each unit of currency was worth. So currency word is here, modern currencies, and currency is also in seventh also. The key problem word is here. The key problem with these government fiat currencies is that their value is not defined. Such value is subject to how much money a government cares to print. Okay. If now, and confusion is there, you have got this fiat currency word also, you have got problem also. Now what will come? If you read it thoroughly, definitely you will find that as much as government is printing money, notes and all, there is a problem. So the key problem with these government fiat currencies, so here comparison is not there. Stable money compared to modern fiat currency, there is no comparison with stable money and all. Only problem kind of thing they are talking with when government is printing these notes. So we will go to third number with C number paragraph. Yes. So I will cut it from my list. So this also I will cut it. Now D number paragraph. Now third D number, the great advantage of the 19th century gold standard was not just that it defined the unit of account, but it operated throughout almost the entire world. Okay, the in past how gold was important, they are telling tells us that in his diary about his Australian travels in this, that a pound of meat selling in Australia, okay, for 2 pence would have cost 10 pence or even a shilling in the UK. It was this price difference which drove investment and effort into the development of shipboard refrigeration and opening up of major new markets for Australia. Are they talking about price of gold? This we have selected stable money, effects of inflation, stability of modern currency. Okay. Australian meat let's read little bit more. Today word is important. So today we can compare it with modern word. Modern here also. So rise of problematic modern currencies we have already selected. Modern word here also and here also. Fourth and seventh. Okay. Today we can determine price differences between countries by considering exchange rate of the day in 12 months time, even a month's time. However, totally different situation may prevail, and investment of time and money made on the basis of an opportunity at exchange rate may actually perform poorly because of subsequent exchange. The great advantage of having a single stable world currency, stable world currency is also there. So definitely I will match it with both the words, both the things are there, and I think they are comparing between stable money and this. So on the basis of these words, I will select it. And you can compare it. In earlier times, they were doing it with gold, and then business was also there. So I will just go with fourth number. Now, what I want to tell here, important thing, whatever all the paragraphs we have read, now we already know the location of potato, gold, and shilling, meat word, refrigeration also there. So I will just make it, then I will show it to you. Now before starting second type of question, you can see my paragraphs, how I have underlined the things. If I am doing paper pen, then these words you can always underline or circle the things. Okay. So differentiate between keywords are also important. If you underline every word, that will not serve your purpose to underline the things. So in this A paragraph, yard or meter, Sir Isaac Newton, 1717, grains of pure gold. In second, potatoes, Middle East crisis. See this, potatoes, Middle East increases, oil increases, gold. And in D paragraph, Bretton Woods agreement, US dollar value of gold, paper money or coinage, fiat currencies, public policies, Australian travels, meat, shilling in UK, new markets for Australian meat. So these things I have I can remember while doing these paragraphs. So I am not a computer. So that's why underlining the things, underline the keywords, as well as if you are doing computer, then you can always highlight some important keywords that will be useful. How it is useful, I will tell you. So here, second type of question, let's read the instructions, then I will explain. Using information from the text, match the following causes with the result. Using information from the text, match the following causes with the result. So these are the causes. No, these are the causes, and A to I are the results. So appropriate letters, write the appropriate letters in boxes 18 to 21 on your answer sheet. So that is clear. These are the options we have to select for 18 to 21 number question. First, I will go through all the options. So here, oil word I can see. See this oil word. It was in one paragraph. So definitely I will directly go to that oil word also. Oil substitutes become more expensive. I am reading all the options first, and then I will just go to question wise question. Oil substitutes become more expensive. Oil substitute drop in price. Okay. People develop techniques of transporting it to other places. Okay. Some techniques of transporting. More people went to live in Australia. Australia also, here in D paragraph they were talking Australia. The price of other things goes down because fewer people could afford to. The price of other things go down. I think in B paragraph they were talking about potatoes. Okay, and oil also. People used gold instead of silver as money. Silver, I have not read in whole passage. So it can be not, it cannot be answered, I think. All prices went up slightly everywhere. There is no observable effect. All prices went down everywhere. Okay. Now question number 18. The price of potatoes. Straight away I will go to B number paragraph. Goes up. Okay. Now let's go to potato word. Potato, yeah, here it is potato word in B number paragraph. The price of potatoes goes up. Then what will happen? So because we are doing causes with results. Okay, in economic life, the prices of, okay, potato, if the potato crop, for example, is ruined by frost or flood, then the price of potatoes will go up. The consequences, see this consequences here, it is given consequences is result. The consequences of that particular price increase will be complex and unpredictable. Because of the high price of potatoes, prices of other things will decline. So here the price of other things decline means goes down. So that is the answer, we have got it. So E number will come with 18th number. Okay, in front of question number 18, we need to write E number. Now 19. The amount of gold, where is my cursor? The amount of gold available went up. So gold kind of thing where they were talking. So amount of gold, the amount of gold available went up and down. Okay. I think here they are talking about oil and gold. Let me see. Just a minute. Gold. Yeah, gold is here. Okay, so we will read this paragraph. Wherever we have got the location of 18th, we can get a location of 19th after that. Okay, the use of gold as a unit of account. Here, the amount of gold available went up. Next one is went down. The use of gold as a unit of account during the days of gold standard mean that price of all commodities and services would swing up and down. Up and down word is here. If gold supplies diminished, means going down, as they did when 1850s gold rushes in California and were finishing, then deflation, a general price level decrease, would set in. When gold rushes followed in South Africa and again in Australia, the general price level increased gently around the world as there was no money in circulation. Okay. It means when gold price is up, everything is up, and if prices are down, everything is down. Okay. Oil's substitute drop in price. Where is oil? Yeah, oil prices is also there. As oil prices, goods will drop in price, oil rise in price. Oh, okay. No, but we are looking for amount of gold available went for. The use of gold as a unit of account during the days of gold standard mean price of all other commodities and services would swing and up. If gold supplies diminished, they did this and this, then deflation means everything will be going down. Okay. Oil becomes drop in price, people developed techniques, more people went to leave, people used, all prices went up slightly everywhere. Okay, went up, we will match it with this all prices. Yes, we will match G and I. Where it is went down, so all prices went down everywhere, all prices went up slightly everywhere. So went up means all prices went up slightly. So here G and here I will come. Now D, 21 number. Meat in Australia was cheaper than elsewhere. So Australia meat, it was in last paragraph. So let's go to Australian meat. Yes, it is in last paragraph. Australian, okay. Meat in Australia was cheaper than elsewhere. Okay. Let's read it from here. Anthony Trollope tells us in his diaries about Australian travels in 1832 that a pound of meat selling in Australia for 2 pence would have cost 10 pence or even a shilling in the UK. Meat in Australia was cheaper than elsewhere else. Okay. So yes, it is given in the UK it was costly and in Australia it was cheap. It was this price difference which drove investment and effort into development of shipboard. See this development of shipboard, refrigeration, opening of major new market. Now you will ask where is the some result due to this. They have given it was this price difference which drove investment and effort into the development of shipboard, refrigeration, and opening of the major new markets in Australia. So it means shipboard, refrigeration, and development of major markets. So they are saying people developed. Drove here means people drove investment and effort into the development of shipboard. Shipboard here means techniques of transporting to other places. Refrigeration is also there. Opening of new market is also there. So we can select C number with 21 number.